Okay. Yeah. Hardy-Weinberg law, and this is important as well. Hardy-Weinberg law. Fine, we'll discuss that. Hmm, Where is Hardy-Weinberg law? Fine. So this is something. English. He was a mathematician basically. He was not a biology scientist. So he was a mathematician. So English mathematician H.G. Hardy. He designed, and there was a German physician W. Weinberg in 1908. They designed an law that is called Hardy-Weinberg law. It was dependent on evolutionary changes and population growth, right? So what was their law? So basically, the law was that relative frequency of the allele, right? Relative frequency of the allele in a population of sexually reproducing. So first condition was that population should be sexually reproducing. Organism remain constant for generation to generation. So they designed a particular formula. So when they designed a particular formula, the formula was p plus q square. When we open it simply, when we use a simple mathematics, so it's p square q square plus 2pq. What are 2pq? What is the p square and what is the q square? Here, p square means frequency of homozygous dominant allele. You must have gone through with the Mendelian cross. So we used to take capital T allele for the pure means homozygous tall plant, right? Aisha? Then what is the Q square? Q square the frequency, right? It is a frequency of homozygous recessive means small t, right? Means homozygous small plant, dwarf plant, right? And 2pq, this is the heterozygous allele, right? Capital T small t. Remember, Aisha? Got it? What is the P and what is the Q and what is the PQ? Right. Now there is a question. This question is from previous year question paper, right? Question was at particular locus, the frequency of, that's why I'm solving the question over here. At particular locus, the frequency of allele A is 0.6. When I talk about the this frequency of capital A means this is talking about a dominant gene, right? It means they are talking about the what? P. So the value of P is given over here, right? So 0.6, and that of allele is 0.04, right? And that of allele is 0.04. What would be the frequency of heterozygous random mating population in equilibrium, right? So it means the frequency, what frequency is given, frequency of P is given, what frequency of Q is given, right? So what should be the 2pq, right? What should be the 2pq? So here 2pq, right? 2pq will be 2 into 2pq will be means they are talking about the heterozygous. So when we talk about the heterozygous means the q square is given, p square is given. They are talking about this 2pq, right? So 2pq will be 2 into 0.6 into zero point 0.4. The answer will be 0.48. So that is the answer. That's how they ask the question. And some question, it will be simple mathematics based question, right? In some question, you will be given p square, right? So if they have given you p square, by the way, they won't give you that much difficult question for calculation in biology question paper. But if you get, if you have, you have to take care that either they have given p or q square or they have given 2pq to you, right? So depend on the value, you have to put the numerical this numerical part or numerical values, and that's how you have to calculate. Got it or not, Aisha? So if you want, you can take the screenshot of this question as well. Yes. Now tell me if you have any doubt. And still, if you have doubt in this Hardy-Weinberg, you can ask. Asha, you have to SMS me because you know you are not audible. I know you are trying to speak, but I'm unable to listen you. I think there is some problem in microphone. So you can message me. And if you have any problem in any of the other question, Okay, fine. Now, one very important thing, Aisha, what I want to tell you. Uh, Basically, this is the human evolution part, which I have made by myself, right? I have made it. So take this screenshot, right? Because you know what kind of the question it has been it has been asked that Dryopithecus were found, right? And like the question, Java man, Peking man, means all these type of the things. So this is the chronology. Like first Shrew came, then Lemurs came, then Torsion came, but then Parapithecus, then Dryopithecus. So what are the characteristic of Dryopithecus? I have written over. Then Ramapithecus came, right? I have underlined whatever the neat question is. Then Australopithecus came. Who were the tool maker? This question I have been asked 4 or 5 times, right? Who were the tool maker, right? And Homo habilis is the answer, right? And Java man, Peking man, right? This Java man, Peking man, Heidelberg man, right? Where they are found, right? What were they, right? These questions. Neanderthal man, the question came from Neanderthal man, where the Neanderthal man fossils were found, right? What are their characteristics? So whatever I have underlined, that is the question, right, Aisha? So do you want to take the screenshot?
Yes, sir.
Please take and tell me, then I will scroll up. You need not to go through with any other book, right? You have to just go through with everything is there. And whatever I have underlined, that you have to cram. That is the question. And you will see number of the question. Every time question come from this one, this part.
Done, sir. Done, sir.
Question have been asked from cranial capacity as well. You will see previous year question paper. Done?
Yes, sir. Done. Done, sir.
Great. Yes, question from Operin Haldane and this Miller experiment. In Miller experiment, what was the ratio of methane? What is the ratio of methane, ammonia, and hydrogen? 2:2:1. Right. This question I've been asked. Temperature. That part is important. And these are the old questions, so you won't get question from normally you won't get from homologous or analogous organs because they are so simple. Yes. Very important. Yes. This is very important. The question I have seen question many times from here, right? So if you have the notes of it's okay. If you don't have, you can take this screenshot. Look, euglena is the connecting link between plant and animal. The characteristic I have written over here. This is euglena, right? Wherever you find that this is thought, there is another example, peripatus, right? Peripatus, an organism that is the connecting link between annelids and arthropod. It have the characteristic of both annelida and arthropod. You have no remember the name and what are the connecting link, right? Then uh, lungfish, right? They are the connecting link between Pisces and amphibian, right? The characteristic of Pisces, what characteristic of amphibian they have, it is written. Egg-laying mammals, uh, spiny anteater, duckbill, and platypus. They are the connecting link between reptile mammals. New Palina, Annelida, and mollusca. Do you have these example? Have you written these example already? There is, you know these examples.
No, sir. I'll take a screenshot.
Yeah, please do take. This is very important. You will find the question in recent years and frequently coming question from this chapter.
Done, sir. Done, sir. Done.
Okay. Look, Aisha. So these are the connecting links. Connecting links are those which are found, right? Which are still found. means they're alive, they exist on the earth. There are another link, we call them missing links. So missing links are those which are not found. They are found in the form of fossils, right? Only the fossils are present, right? But they are also connecting link, right? Missing link are connecting link. They're a type of connecting link which are not found right now, right? Archaeopteryx, this you must have. Archaeopteryx lithographica. Ask number of the time. What characteristic of apes they have? What characteristic of reptile they have? I have written the characteristic of apes and reptiles, though, right? The fossil organism which show the character of two different group are called missing link, right? So this is the correct. This is the Archaeopteryx. Archaeopteryx lithographica. So it is called lizard bird. Even this question I've been asked. It is lizard bird, and these are the characteristic of apes, means bird, which are present in this bird, and this is the characteristic of reptiles. Note down or take the screenshot, whatever you want.
Done, sir.
This thing you will not know. Ichthyostega, fishes and amphibian, like uh, lycanthropes, reptile and mammal. Ichthyostega already asked. Done.
Done, sir.
Pteridosperm, fern and seed plant, and no, no, Pteridosperm, fern and seed plant. Connecting. And Stemoria, amphibian and reptile. Done. Radiation, anarchism. Darwin theory, remember the step, right? I think you must have gone through with that, right? Darwin theory, everything clear?
Yes.
The varies mutation. Hardy-Weinberg law, we have already discussed. Industrial melanism, you must be aware with that. Human evolution, I have already told. Right. Let's do some previous year question paper. Previous year question. Fine. According to Darwin's organic evolution is due to, tell me. Organic evolution. What should be the answer? D. Let's think. Yes, very good. D is the answer. Then the wings of, it's easy. This is easy. The wings of birds and wings of insects are A. Very good. Analogous. Which of the following are most suitable indication for SO2 pollution? This is also very easy. Very good. D is the answer. Very good. Excellent. Which of the following had the smallest brain capacity? Yes, this question in 2015. I told you that cranial capacity means brain capacity. A. Homo habilis. Fourth Very good, excellent. Okay. Fifth one. What about the fifth one? A population will exist in a Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium if C, C or A, you think? Uh, fifth one. Taking A. Yes, C is the answer. With population will not exist. Individual made selectively. Yes, they should mate randomly. And in a population, 1,000 individual, 360 belongs to the genotype AA. Look, this question from Hardy-Weinberg law. And 480 as capital A small a means uh, heterozygous, and remaining 160 small a spin. Based on the data, what is the frequency of allele A in population? So 360 capital A, 480 small a, 160. Yes, all data is given, and so here we'll take the p square. So yeah, that's what I was saying when I was telling you. So p square is equal to capital A, right? So 360 to p square will be, what will be the value of the p square? 0.36, right? And again, p square, this the value of q square, that will be 480, right? 0.48, and this is 0.61, right? So p square 2pp plus q square, right? So what should be the frequency of, look, what is the p? So value of p, what they have asked, based on the data, what is the frequency of allele A? So p square is 0.36. What is the p? P will be zero point 0.6. So that's why 0.6 is the answer. Got it?
Yes, sir.
These are the I have given this sample of Hardy-Weinberg, two questions of sample of Hardy-Weinberg. You have to use this formula. Only you have to use your brain at what exactly they are asking. The forelimb of cat, lizard for the walking, forelimb of used for the swimming, forelimb of the bats. Yeah, what should be the? Oh, answer is already here. This is the homologous organ. Which of the following analogous organ? Wings of pigeon and wings of bat. Right? Both have the different structure, but their function is same. So they are analogous. Industrial melanism is example of, that is natural selection. What is the common in whale and shark and seal? Again, but nowadays homologous analogous organ hardly you will get question, because the number of the time these questions, you can see, they have been repeated so much that now the question will not come from these. Basically nowadays the questions are coming from connecting link, missing link, and I have seen from the this human evolution part, right? So these are the basically part where you need to focus. Okay, Aisha.
Yes, sir.
And after the class, you can go through with these NEET MCQ, right? Again, the same MCQ are there, explanation are there, right? You can go through with them, and you can practice them, right? So this was all about the evolution part, right? It's not very difficult, but you need to cram more in this part, evolution part. Still, if you have any doubt in evolution part, please ask me. Then we will move to the next chapter, that is human health and disease. Okay, fine. Now go through with the human health and disease part, right? Mm. That is important. First, you go through with your NCRT, right? And uh, whatever the literature you have, and let me know if you have any doubt in any of the heading, subheading, or any topic. The acquired immunity, and yeah, right, I'll do that. Fine. So here we are talking about the immunity. Uh, so simply we know that immunity is the body capacity to fight against disease, right? It's normally maintained through the disease, right? How does we get the immunity? So development of immunity. So how immunity develop in our body? First, immunity through disease. What is this? Look. So whenever a child take the birth, right? So once it do not have immunity, right? So this is like you bring a laptop or computer at your home, and it do not have just operating system, but it do not have any kind of the software. The same body is like a body of a child. So when a child take birth, then what happened? How does it develop immunity? So whenever any antigen comes to its body, right? Suppose that it is hit, she or he is hit by a bacteria. It is hit by a bacteria infected. Then what will happen when the bacteria will go? So first time it will make the child sick, right? Child will become sick, right? Fever and cough and all that. So what will happen when the bacteria will enter against the bacteria, the WBC of that child, they will start making antibody to kill that, right? Now the bacteria disease is over, right? The child will come over through that disease, right? Now what will happen? The antibodies are made inside the body of that child for that disease, right? Suppose that after 4 months or after next year, the same disease come to the child, the antibodies are already there. Now the same disease cannot make it sick, right? So that is the immunity through disease. Got it, Aisha? First, first type.
Yes,
Then, then what is vaccination? Second type, how does the development of immunity takes place? Vaccination. So for sake of COVID, so we cannot take the risk of the COVID that COVID comes to us and immunity develop inside our body. So what doctor do? They have made a vaccine. So what is the vaccine? Vaccine is the attenuated or killed or very weak part of that pathogen. Means inside vaccine there is a broken part of coronavirus. So when this vaccination is done, means vaccine are inserted in our body, means very weak or dead pathogen have been inserted, right? What will happen? Our body do not know that this is actual coronavirus or part of coronavirus. Body will start making antibody against that coronavirus. What will happen after vaccination? The antibodies develop inside our body, and through vaccination artificially we develop the antibodies. Suppose that actual coronavirus come to us, our body come to us, what will happen? Already antibodies are there and they will not allow that coronavirus to make us sick, right? Now, antitoxin, the same thing like vaccines, the toxins, something which is against toxin, right? So that is inserted in our body. When the toxins come, they kill the toxins, right? So that's how the development of immunity takes place in our body. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, types of immunity. There are innate or inborn immunity. Innate or inborn immunity, this is the first type of immunity. Innate or inborn immunity, that remains in our body since birth. This is non-specific, means this is not for any particular type of the disease. It is present since birth, and there are a type of barriers. Barrier means there are a type of preventive measures. Physical barrier, we have our skin. Skin stop every type of the bacteria or virus, right? So that is a physical barrier. It do not allow to go inside any disease. So it is not particular for particular disease. This is for all kind of bacteria and virus. Physiological barrier. Suppose that we eat something which have bacteria. First, it will go in my mouth. My saliva have enzyme lysozyme. Lysozyme will try to kill that bacteria, right? Suppose that lysozyme is unable to kill that bacteria. Inside my body, it will go stomach. Inside the stomach, there is HCl. HCl will kill that, right? So these are the physiological barrier. Then cellular barrier means WBC are present. Suppose that it have crossed this HCl and reached to blood, WBC are present. Then cytokine barrier. In cytokine barrier, there are, you can say, like there are some chemicals. What those chemicals do? Suppose that there are 100 cells. Out of this 100 cells, one cell have been got attacked by any virus. So this one cell which has already attacked and which is already damaged, it will release some kind of the material called cytokine material. They will make immune the surrounding cells to get affected by this virus. Got it? Innate immunity or inborn. Clear, Aisha? Or not?
Yes. Yes.
Then acquired or adaptive immunity, right? This is developed by response of microbe, and this is specific for particular disease, and it lasts for whole life or some time, right? So active immunity. Active immunity, organisms own cell produce antibody, right? So active, what is the active immunity? The question have been asked from PETs, passive immunity basically. So what is the active immunity? Suppose that uh, I the any of the antigen have attacked my own body, and my own body cells, means my own WBC, are producing antibody against it, right? This is active immunity. Got it? Now, what is the passive immunity? Produce some other organism's body. So have you listened about the ISA plasma therapy, which used to be recent years? It has been used in this one for the corona treatment. Have you seen? Have you listened that plasma therapy?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you listened that a person is very sick and a platelet have been transferred to that person? Have you seen that?
Yes.
So what happens? Suppose that uh, I have, like, I am severely sick, for example, let's say, or someone is severely sick. He or she is admitted and her body is unable, or his body is unable to make the platelets. What will happen? Now doctor will take my blood. It will remove all the cells and WBC and all that. It will take only plasma and platelet and inject that body, right? So now the that body, that person body, right, they have taken immunity from me. So that is a passive immunity, right? The same thing, infant immunity. So what happened? Infant, I have already said, when a child take the birth, it do not have any kind of the immunity. It start milk feeding. If the immunity is promised, antibodies are transferred to the body of child through the milk of the mother. That's why milk feeding is very important. It is suggested by doctor that milk feeding is very important uh, in the initial days. This yellow color milk in initial days, this is called colostrum, right? So colostrum is the milk which is produced by the mother in as it give the birth, immediately as it give the birth to the young ones, and it is very important. Why? Because it develop immunity inside the child's body. This is passive immunity. So passive immunity is produced some the body of some other organism, but active immunity is produced by the body of own organism. Tell me, is it clear?
Yes.
So this was the type of immunity. So I think this was your question,
Yes, sir.
right? This question have been asked twice. This the infant immunity is a type of active immunity, passive immunity, and all that, right? So in many ways, the question have been asked. Okay, tell me if you have any other doubt.
No.
No doubt. Okay. Have you this chart? Type of WBC. Very important for your NEET examination. Aisha, do you have this information?
We'll take a snapshot of this.
Yeah.
The
Done. Okay, this is very important. B cells, T cells, and which is the most numerous? Like the you'll find this question, previous question. Which of the following is the most numerous? The neutrophil is the answer, right? Uh, which help in the blood dissolving, blood clot dissolving, right? Eosinophils, right? And which kill the tumor cells? That question I've been asked. The largest WBC, that question I've been asked. Right? We'll get question from here. So go through with it and remember it. Antibodies, HIV. Yes, the medicine of HIV. I don't think that you have it. Have do you have medicine of AIDS?
no, I
One
don't.
of the most frequently asked question. You will find this question in previous year question, right? And remember, even it has been asked that uh, this it reduces the B cells and T cells, right? And it is made up of single stranded RNA, which is linear. Two copy of RNA are found, and reverse transcriptase enzyme is found. Composition of HIV. That question have been asked. Medicine. So azithromycin, right? Ribavirin and zidovudine, right? These are the medicines which are used against the HIV nowadays. Note down. And remember the composition. Single stranded RNA, double stranded RNA. What is the composition? That question.
No, sir.
Cancer cell, right? Cancer life stage. Uh, I think it should be clear to you. Type of cancer, right? That remember. And then let's do some uh, previous year question. Look, these are some sample of question. If you suspect major deficiency of antibody in a person, which of the following would you uh, confirm the evidence, right? Serum globulins. Yes. This question is which of the following immunoglobulins does constitute the largest percentage in human milk?
B.
B. I yeah. I think this second. Yes, B is the answer. Good. Antivenom injected contain performed antibodies when polio drops that are administered into the body contain. What it contain? What polio drop contain?
I'm not sure about it.
What you say? Which is the answer?
I'm not sure, but I think it's C or A.
B or A? I think it should be A. What is the question number? Third. Yes, A is the answer. In higher vertebrate, the immune system can distinguish between the two cells, in its own cell and the foreign cells. This property is lost due to genetic abnormalities. It attack its own cells. Yes, tell me, what is the disease? Easy,
C.
this question. Which one?
C.
Very good. C. Autoimmune disease. Asthma may be attributed to
D.
D. Mast cell. I think it should be A. So that is, you are right. No, no. D. It's D. D is the answer. You said D. Yes, you are correct. D is the answer. What about the sixth one? The following sets of disease caused by the bacteria. Easy. This question is
D.
very good. Vibrio cholerae and tetanus. Which one? Clostridium tetani. Right. So both
Yes.
are bacteria. Which of the following disease is caused by protozoa? Look, it's easy, but it's confusing. Which one? Aisha? Not audible to.
It's influenza, yes.
Which one? Influenza.
Influenza.
Influenza is by virus. I think it should be syphilis. C. Seventh. No, no, it's D. Uh, Babiosis. Look, syphilis is caused by babiosis. Just a minute. Let me check this. Uh, let me check this question. Yes, right, right. D is that. That is correct. That's correct. It's caused by
So what is babiosis?
babiosis. It is a protozoan disease. It is caused by some. That's what I was reading. So look, just let me tell you what is that babiosis. Very uncommon, but it is something like Lyme disease, characterized by symptoms such as fever, chills, body ache, loss of appetite, etc. And it's a very uncommon disease. And it is caused by United States, Europe, and some and sporadic throughout the rest of the world. It is caused by ticks, right? And Babesia is the genus of that. Babesia is the genus of that protozoa which causes this disease. Grafted kidney may be rejected in a patient. It's easy. What should be the answer, Aisha? Means organ rejection is done due to
A,
what is the answer?
A cell medium.
Right, very good. Ninth, the active Entamoeba histolytica is feed upon means amoeba. Feed on
B,
erythrocytes, mucosa, submucosa. Right, say you are correct. The cell-mediated immunity inside the human body is carried out by the
T lymphocyte.
very good. So these were the some questions, and ask me if you have any other doubt. What else I suggest you? Look, this one, this list. This is also important for you. Vector, right? Anopheles, it is vector. Vector, vector those which take the pathogen, right? So Anopheles is vector
Yes.
for malaria. Culex, Aedes are frequently asked question, right? Culex, Aedes, Anopheles, CC fly, sand fly, right? Take the screenshot. Done. Vector is very important. You must have these diseases, right? You must have this. I think you must be already aware with this one. Yeah, Aisha? Influenza is caused by orthomyxovirus, chickenpox, smallpox, measles, rabies. For sure, you will get question for the match the following or individual. Done. Bacterial disease. Again, common disease. Cholera, pneumonia, streptococcus pneumoniae, typhoid, salmonella typhi, typhoid ask, tetanus ask, whooping cough